So, we have started to look at the mathematical analysis of half wave rectifier. Now, this is the circuit diagram of half wave rectifier. We have applied the AC voltage to the primary windings of transformer, and it will transform this voltage, AC voltage, to the desired AC voltage, which is nothing but the input voltage to this diode. So, this is the overall circuitry for half wave rectifier. Now, the input voltage, which is the AC voltage, we can write down it as V in equals to Vp, that is peak value of voltage, into sine omega t. ठीक है. So V input is equals to Vp sine omega t, where Vp is nothing but the peak voltage. Now let us suppose that the potential that has been developed across the diode is Vd, and current that is flowing through this circuitry is Id. So if we apply the Kirchhoff's law of voltage addition, how we can write down? We can write down it as Vi, it should be equals to Vd, voltage developed across the diode, plus voltage developed across this load resistance RL. That is, we can write down current into RL. So it should be equals to Id into Rf, that is the resistance of diode when it is forward bias, plus IDRL, where Rf is the forward bias resistance of this diode. So it should be ID Rf plus RL, so that we can write down the expression for Id to be equals to Vin divided by Rf plus RL, that is equals to Vp sine omega t divided by Rf plus RL, or we can write down Id to be equals to Im sine omega t, where this Im, that is the maximum value of current, peak value of current, equals to Vp upon Rf plus RL. This is the maximum value of current, that is the peak current. Now, as this is the half wave rectifier, when we apply an AC current, that is a positive cycle and negative cycle, what we are observing? We are observing that it is conducting only in positive cycle while it is non-conducting in negative cycle. That means we can say it is conducting for the phase equals to 0 to pi, whereas it is non-conducting for the phase pi to 2 pi. That means we can say this Id equals to Im sine omega t when the phase is in between 0 to pi, whereas the value of current is 0 when the phase is in between pi to 2 pi. We can write down like this. So once we have obtained the expression for Im, let us now obtain the expression for DC current. As I have said, the DC current is nothing but the average current flowing through the circuit. at this time of rectification. And how we can calculate this DC current? IDC, it is equals to the average over one cycle, that is 1 upon 2 pi, integration from 0 to 2 pi ID integration with respect to omega t. So it is nothing but 1 upon 2 pi as it is. Let us divide this integration into two parts. 0 to pi ID integration with respect to omega t plus pi to 2 pi ID integration with respect to omega t. Now the value of this is equals to 0. So the expression will become 1 upon 2 pi integration from 0 to pi ID, the expression of ID, let us write down it as Im sin omega t d omega t, that is like sin theta d theta. So it is equals to Im by 2 pi integration of sin theta d theta is nothing but minus cos theta, that is minus cos omega t with the limit 0 to pi. So cos of pi is equals to minus 1, cos of 0 equals to 1. So it will become Im by 2 pi into 2. So the expression for DC current becomes IDC to be equals to Im divided by this 2 will get cancelled, Im by pi. This is the expression for direct current, DC current flowing through the rectifier circuit. Now once we obtain the expression for direct current, now we have to find out the expression for root mean square, the RMS current flowing through the circuitry, the RMS current. So IRMS, we have to derive this term IRMS. As I have said, if there are various values like A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on, AN, and if I have to obtain the value of ARMS, root mean square value of A, root mean square. So how we can obtain this? First square the individual values, take the square of individual values, then take the average of the square, and then take the square root. So what we obtain is the root mean square of that particular quantity. So in this way we can define the RMS value. Now in our case of half wave rectifier, the RMS value of current is taken to be like square root of 1 upon 2 pi, because it is the average over cycle, whole cycle. 1 upon 2 pi integration from 0 to pi square of current integration with respect to omega t. So again we have to follow the same thing. We have to divide this integration from 0 to 2 pi into two parts. 1 upon 2 pi integration from 0 to pi id square d of omega plus integration from pi to 2 pi id square d of omega square root, whole square root. But again this term is equals to 0 because current flowing in the negative half cycle is just 0. So what we will obtain? We will obtain it as square root of 1 upon 2 pi, square root of 1 upon 2 pi, integration from 0 to pi, I d square. So let us write down it as I m square sine square omega t d omega t. Okay. So this is nothing but under the root of I m square upon 2 pi integration from 0 to pi sine square omega t d omega t. So how to solve this integration? So in order to solve this integration, we have to make use of the formula cos 2 theta to be equals to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. We have to make use of this formula. So this sine square theta, we can write down it as cos 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2. And if we apply this formula, then I can integrate the terms like under the root of I m square upon 2 pi and integration of 1 minus cos 2 omega divided by 2. The integration of this will be omega t by 2 minus sine 2 omega t divided by 4 with the integration limit 0 to pi. So it will be like square root of I m square divided by 2 pi, and if we put omega t equals to this upper term and lower limit, upper limit and lower limit, then it will result into the whole bracket to be equals to pi by 2. So this pi will get cancelled. Under the root of I m square by 4, it is equals to I m by 2. So this is what we obtained the expression for IRMS. IRMS is equals to half the maximum peak voltage, whereas IDC, DC current, it is equals to Im by pi, that is Im by 3.14. So what we will say? We will say that the value of IRMS is greater than the value of IDC. The RMS value of current is greater than the DC value of current. So this thing we must remember.